oh, can I have some water? And they bring you a glass of water, and there's literally one speck of dirt in it. And you know how you're kind of grossed out? You're like, oh, please, I've got dirt in my water. You got to take this back. I would never drink that. Well, why don't we consider the air we breathe the same way? We really should, because there's literally millions and millions and millions of particles. There's pollen, there's dust, there's all the stuff that we breathe in day out. And today, more than ever, because our homes are so energy efficient, actually the government says that the interior of your home can actually be more filled with airborne contaminants than outside your home. So you've got to have a great way to be able to purify it, and this is why we turn to the wonderful company that does Pure Enrichment. Love the size of this. Everybody's been raving about it. We got great colors to choose from. Notice it looks like a really modern speaker, which is kind of cool. So it's not like those big honking units we're used to. I have an air purifier at home. I bought it from HSN. I do change my filters on a regular basis, and I really swear by it, actually, because it just helps with so many different things. It really has a dramatic effect. So you're choosing, do I want to do the white? We also have the graphite. Wait, we got two more colors I don't have. Well, you know what, Megan, come out here and help me.
Hi.
So we have red, white.
Light gray.
This is light gray?
Yep.
Wait, okay, red.
Red, light gray, graphite, white.
Oh,
Yep.
always helps. They're labeled in the back. If I could only read. Anyhow, hi, Megan, how are you?
Hi, I'm so good. How are you doing?
Good to see you as always.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I love our Halo. We have sold over 100,000 of this model right here to all of you at home. We have over 700 perfect 5 stars. And the reason why is because the Halo is doing a job that we haven't figured out how to do ourselves. Like, we can do it literally through our body, but how else do you clean the air around you if it's not through your lungs? Finally, Pure Enrichment came out and they said, all right, we're gonna give you the gold standard infiltration with real True HEPA. And we're gonna give you in a compact size. And we're gonna make it fashionable so it blends in with your decor. And over the years, we've given you more colors so they blend in with your decor. And then finally, the deal. The price is
so
insane. Like, the idea that you can get True HEPA at this price is unheard of.
And we're saving $60 tonight, you guys. It's one of the best values we've ever put together on this. And of course, remember, with 5 flex pays, you can actually get this home for $8. Like, I don't think I've ever sold an air purification system where I could get it home for $8 to try it out. And again, right now we have all 4 colors, which is great in stock. First time we put it at this low of a price. There's a lot of details, so let's just jump on in and how effective it is to work. And what room size do you recommend with this size?
So this is gonna be great for 100 square feet. I'm gonna come on over here so we can do our smoke demo. But 100 square feet, you're talking about your guest bedrooms, your kitchen, your bathrooms, your laundry rooms. Why laundry rooms? Well, you have dust going everywhere. You have lint going everywhere. You might have kitty litter, so it's a little stinky. This is gonna get the stink too. So I want you guys to see the smoke demo. I'm gonna take just 2 or 3 seconds to fill it up so you cannot see me behind here. All of that air is circulating in your house. That's gonna be 4.35 times every single hour, every 14 minutes. And just as you're seeing me finally appear behind all the smoke, which is disappearing, the same thing is gonna happen in your home. Through the front, we're gonna be taking in all that air, and then it's gonna move through a 2-stage filtration system. The first is gonna be an activated carbon filter. That's what's gonna pull the VOCs, those volatile organic compounds, but they're also gonna get the smell and the larger particulates. But it doesn't end there. It's gonna keep going into that True HEPA filter, the white filter, and that is what is the gold standard. That's what you find on airplanes, that's what you find in hospitals, and it's because it can tackle 99.97% of all the particulates in the air down to 0.3 microns. I'm talking about living microorganisms like mold spores, and mold is becoming a bigger and bigger thing now that we're learning more and more of how that affects us, even neurologically. You wanna get those things out of the air. On the screen is just some examples. Like, we think about a human hair being so skinny and so thin, but yet there's all these things that are so much smaller than that are invisible to the eye. And the smaller it is, the more alarming it is. So the question is, do we want to get these things like dust and dander and dust mite feces to be in our body, in our kids' bodies, in our parents' bodies, or do we want to get something that's only $39 that's going to do it for us? Because when I look at this, I don't want this in my body. at all. This is a real air filter from a real friend of mine who has the Halo at home. The first time he ever used this, this is what happened after only 2 months. Now, our filters are good for 4,300 hours. That's 6 months if you use it every single day. But his house that he was renting had never had an air purifier before.
Was he shocked?
He was shocked, but it explained so much to him, because then he realized, man, that's why since I moved here, I just haven't slept as well,
right.
or I haven't felt quite right, or I'm really nasally in the morning,
or you
my
drink a
throat.
lot of water at night.
Yeah.
You keep waking up and taking sips of water because your throat's so dry.
You can't figure out what it is.
In the story, we moved into a little condo, and we had one of those big filtration systems that go into the air conditioning in the heat unit.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and said, oh, we don't need a personal air filter. That's going to take care of it all. And my husband, and again, it's going to be different for everybody. We're not making any claims. My husband started getting really bad headaches, and it was consistent. And I thought, shoot, there is still something in here that's in the air that I think's bothering him. So I bought from HSN an air purifier, and do you know what? His headache stopped.
Wow.
And again, we're not making any medical claims whatsoever, blah, blah, blah. But it is a really big deal.
Yeah.
And I felt really guilty because I thought for sure that central unit fancy thing, we were buying really expensive filters that go up into the ceiling, into the suck valve or whatever that's called. And it was because we weren't getting the kind of filtration that we really needed. That's why you want that True HEPA. That's why you want that kind of multi-stage system. Now, there are buttons on the top.
Yes.
Because this has got a nice little brain in it.
Yeah, they're very simple to use. I like the fact that it's just a light touch. So the first one is going to be your on-off, and it's also going to have your reset. So I'm not asking you to put it in your calendar when to reset your filter and buy a new one.
Oh, it'll alert you to it?
Yeah, this little reset will have a red flashing light. Next to that is our light. We can go dim, we can go brighter, or if I push it one more time, you see that it's flashing. After 5 seconds, it's going to turn off. So if you don't want the light, you don't have to have the lights. Next to that, we have low, medium, or high with our fan speed, followed by 2, 4, and 8 hours for our time, so that we can be energy efficient, we don't have to waste our filter, and of course not waste our electricity. So that's it. We keep it so simple. Now what you're seeing is that light inside of there. If you're getting the red or the light gray, you're gonna be getting that white light. If you're getting the graphite or the white, it's gonna be more of a blue light. So if you're a blue light versus white light person, that might help you narrow down which colors. We did that just because we thought the white light looked better with the red versus the blue. But just to give you an idea. Now, the technology, I wanna turn this sideways. I mean, is it just me or is that sexy? That's an hourglass figure on an air purifier.
It looks like a really modern speaker.
It does. Yeah. So think about this. Something so useful as an air purifier that's gonna do something that helps us. By the way, the only thing we do every single day of our entire life is breathe.
Thank God.
So now we have someone to help us breathe better. And what it does is it looks beautiful along the way. I love the engineering standpoint of this halo in the front. Think about your fans or other air purifiers. If you look from the back, this is where the intake used to be, which is why you could never get it on a shelf or near a wall, because you take away all the air circulation. Pure Enrichment's so smart. They said, you know what? Let's make sure they can put this anywhere they want. And let's put that in the front so it's drawing in the air. There's no issue. We want to circulate all that air every 14 minutes. And that's what's being done through the front. And then it's expelling the air through the top. And remember, 2-stage filtration. So we're getting all of the odors, all of the microorganisms like like mold spores, but also the pollen, the dust, the dander, and spring.
That's the bigger stuff.
Spring is right around the corner. So if you know there's things in the air that are gonna follow you in through the door, that are gonna be stuck to the bottom of your shoes, and now they're in your house, you're gonna wanna filter those out.
Okay, now you will have to change the filter. If you're keeping it on constantly, it's gonna last for 6 months. If you put the timer on, obviously it's gonna extend the amount of the filter.
Up to 2 years.
Oh, really? No kidding?
Yeah, so if you're using it in an office setting, Monday through Friday for 8 hours, 2 years.
Before changing the filters. But here's the story. We have the replacement filters available, which I love. I have a changeable filter. I just like it that way. But they're very inexpensive here at HSN, because sometimes when you got the old filtration system,